Williamson's homecoming as MK Dons manager got off to a great start on Tuesday as they defeated Bradford, brushing past their Yorkshire counterparts to record a first win in 10 in Sky Bet League 2. At home once more, just 4 days on, Swindon are next to visit here, looking to make sure it's not 2 maximums from 2 at Stadium MK for the new boss. Swindon, after a bright start to the season which saw them unbeaten in their opening 9, have since won once in their last 5, as this season is threatening to hit the bumpers, with themselves seeking some sort of improvement to their recent showings. As before kick-off, there is a period of remembrance to remember those who died in battle. Mahoney, all the way from his goal. A lot of time to try and play out from the back. Goodwin Malife. Under real pressure here by Grant, but he's just spotting the gap and trying to run through it. Good sliding challenge by Grant. Now MK Dons wrestle it back and have possession. There's an opportunity here which may see a goal here, maybe not, because it will go straight through to Mahoney. Well, it was just that little sighting. Max Dean was looking for it, but it did take a nick off Clayton and through to Mahoney in the end. A real feature of Mike Williamson and his Gateshead side was the fact that they love to play with the ball at their feet and out from the back. You can already see very early on in his reign as the MK Dons manager, he is certainly leaving that impression on his new side. It's a beautiful ball to find Max Dean, who shot. Brilliant first touch. He's not too far away from getting the opening goal. Swindon are just looking to try and clear this away. It was a lovely ball to pick out Max Dean. Got away from Clayton. Well stopped though by Mahoney, who's in the way. Once again, good show of the use of his feet there from the Swindon Town goalkeeper. Robson gets it back. It's a nice ball into him. Now here's Gilby. Max Dean looking for it and getting it, shooting, going for it. Mahoney diving and saving, and then quick to get up and dive on the loose ball in the penalty area. Nice little pop passes around the sort of Swindon edge of the area. Dean eventually would shoot, but Mahoney there to save and keep it at 0-0. This is a Swindon side who have scored bucket loads of goals in the league this season. Over 30 to their name already in the 4th tier. Good play by Tyree Shade. Does eventually get the cross in, albeit out of the area. Hutton getting it back. MK Dons struggling to clear. McEachran will hit it. He won't be too far over with his effort. Of course, the McEachran name is very familiar around these parts, having, of course, his brother, Josh, having had a spell at MK Dons once upon a time. Malife. Turning side to side in the hope to find a pass. He went forward, but MK Dons have got it. Gilby. Now Grant. That's a lovely ball into Dean, and there's the opening goal. 3-3 becomes 4-4 for Max Dean, and MK Dons are in front. Well, he bagged 2 on Tuesday in that win against Bradford. Now follows on by scoring in the very next game against Swindon. Lovely touch on his left foot, and then he was able on his right foot to steer it past Mahoney and put MK Dons deservedly in the lead here. Fraser Blake Tracy. Two sides, of course, playing this back 3 system. Interesting to see how, of course, it was going to shape up tactically beforehand. Actually playing quite similarly in terms of how they want to play as well. It's now gone through to Gilby. Is this the moment? No, it isn't, as Mahoney denies. Gilby and MK Dons a second. It's a lovely ball through. Beautifully weighted. Gilby, though, denied by Mahoney, who's been very strong in the sticks for Swindon this afternoon. As Jake Young is going to be coming on. Clayton to be replaced. 9 goals to his name already this season, the man on loan from Bradford. McEachran. Get back. They miss out Shade here, actually just dropped back to receive that pass. Now McEachran. Austin leaves it for Jake Young. Don't give him room to shoot, because he will do that! 10 goals now for the season for Jake Young, and it's a goal to get him to number 10. That's a massively important one as this side are level here at Stadium MK. Shade in to McEachran, left by Austin. Young with a bit of room, turned, saw the opportunity to shoot was there and did so. Dips beyond Craig McGillivray, and Swindon have equalised. And those fans high up in the goals are celebrating. Payne. Coming forward now for MK Dons is Tomlinson, a former Swindon player. Shot is blocked and charged down well. Payne, another former Robins player. Going to get it back. It's out well by Fraser Blake-Tracy. O'Hora there ahead of Young. O'Hora getting it back, left-footed. Oh, it's a brilliant goal. Well, you wouldn't have thought he was a centre-back with a finish like that. You would have thought he was a seasoned striker who'd scored hundreds of goals. Warren O'Hora with a wonderful goal to put MK Dons back in the lead. Well, he intercepted it from Shade's pass to Young, gave it back to the white shirt. Payne gave it to O'Hora, and left-footed strokes it past Mahoney. It takes a lot to beat the Swindon keeper, and that was one of them. And MK Dons are back in front on home soil. Go through to Tomlinson. How on earth did they get through that? Payne's going to be the forward runner and now gets it. This would sting Swindon. Defended well, just about though. Payne back up from the floor. Looking to go low to Gilby. This surely is to wrap it up. Mahoney sprawling. Spread as far and as wide as he could down low, and does well to deny Gilby. Well, if it had not been for Mahoney in the Swindon goal, it might have been a bigger lead than MK Dons are currently on at the moment. Another fine stop to add to his collection. And the ball across the floor, looking for Hepburn Murphy. Easily won back and dispossessed. Now Norman for MK Dons. Getting inside, he's away from Shade. Now Gilby coming onto it. May look to cut this back, and does. Trying to stop it. It's George McEachran who puts into his own net, unfortunately for himself and for Swindon. They find themselves now 3-1 down. Cameron Norman just slowly got past Shade. Gilby made the forward run. McEachran cuts out the pass, but he can only cut it out as far as going past his keeper. And then lone in the middle of the goal. MK Dons now the 2-goal cushion. Hepburn Murphy. Swindon can hope for now is just a goal to make this a real interesting contest. Battling away, Gilby fouling him. A bit of a needless foul in truth. By McEachran goes in there. Blake-Tracy meets it, and it's 3-2. No time to celebrate. They are halfway there to getting on level terms, and it's now 3-2. Fraser Blake-Tracy meeting the ball in. Brilliant header past McGillivray, and it's game on here at Stadium MK. Is there one last chance for Swindon? Cross in, defended well by Tomlinson as the full-time whistle was blown. Well, it's a second win in a row at Stadium MK for the new boss, Mike Williamson. Not as emphatic as the last one against Bradford, but still nonetheless a win. gets the momentum going for MK Dons. It's finished here. MK Dons 3, Swindon Town 2.